Hey guys, the 5 here with episode number 3 of the West Ham Pyramid on EAFC 24. Last episode, we got off to a bit of a shaky start, continuing our shaky start, should I say, to the Premier League. We picked up some decent points at home to Chelsea. We kind of continued quite nicely in the Carabao Cup, obviously, against Colchester. Now we come into this one, we are taking on Luton at Kenilworth Road. Not in the game yet, but should be a good addition. That should be a nice, fun little stadium to play at when it does get added. But this is a game we should be winning, and this is a game we should be winning quite convincingly. I think with the quality of our team. And 8 minutes into the game, Tammy Abraham puts us 1-0 to the good, which is exactly what we needed. Perfect way to just start this game. A nice, simple goal for Tammy Abraham to get things started. But from kickoff, Luton looking to come right back at us, right back into the game really. If it's 1-1 so early on, they are right back in. As Mpanzu plays it through to Burkhardt, and he finds the back of the net, and our very poor defending continues in this game. We need to up the defending. I'm not too sure how we'll do that. Maybe we'll have to sign new players, whether it's a change in tactical system or in formation or whatever, but defensively we've been quite fragile at the back, even against these kind of lower level teams, but we do thankfully bounce back 25 minutes in through Lucas Paqueta. Combination between him and Tammy, our two best players this season, I would say, maybe alongside James Ward-Prowse as well. Definitely the top three. You could put him in any order, and I would be hard to disagree with you. But just before half-time, a chance for Luton to make it 2-2, thankfully. Fabianski makes the save, keeps it at 2-1, and in this second half, they were much, much more open. I think they were just trying to find a way back into the game, and they never really found it, and we took full advantage of how open they seemed to be. It was strange. In the first half, they were like quite compact, quite difficult to break down. Second half, completely flipped on its head. And you can see that here as Tammy charges into the box as an open man in Jarrod Bowen. A lovely touch onto his stronger left foot, and then he just blasts it into the top corner. Jarrod Bowen is on the score sheet, and we hope to be seeing that a lot more this season. I think he's only scored once before that goal, so hopefully we do see it a lot more these coming few weeks. Kudus, I don't think he's scored in the Premier League yet. He's scored in the Carabao against Colchester, but I don't think he's scored for us in the Premier League yet. But it's whipped in by Ward-Prowse, headed home by Lucas Paqueta. 4-1 is now the score, and we have taken complete control of this game in the second half. We've not come around to play. We are taking the 3 points home with us, and we are leaving here, with plenty of positives ahead of the next few games, because we've got a tough run. As Jarrod Bowen goes and scores again, he makes it 5-1. He's now got one more goal till the hat-trick. 13 minutes left in this one. Can he secure it? We'll chuck him up top. And hopefully he can get the match ball home. But the 91st minute, the time is ticking down. Can we find another chance for our main striker? Well, Rooney Badji is played through. He's just going to dink it to the back post. Jarrod Bowen's there, and he nods it home for the hat-trick. 6-1 is going to be the final score. The last attack of the game, Jarrod Bowen does score to make it the hat-trick for him. The first hat-trick of this series, the first hat-trick on EAFC 24. 6 goals, 3 points, a lovely away trip, but all that is now out the window because we are playing Man City in this one. And we're not just playing Man City, we're at home, in front of the home fans. They're maybe expecting an upset, maybe, because of the quality of the previous game against Luton. Well, 7 minutes in, lovely pressing in the corner. Tammy finds the ball, he's going to just lay it across to Jarrod Bowen. Unfortunately, that gets blocked. Paqueta, another great save by his fellow countryman Ederson. But that's going to result in a corner. We've been deadly from corners so far this season, and that is not going to change. Tammy rises the highest. I think he had Gvardiol and Ruben Diaz on him there, and he just out-jumped the both of them, put it over the top of Edison, and we're 1-0 to the good. A lovely switcher play, and we're on the counter-attack once again here as Ward-Prowse, just trying to find his man, does exactly that with Jarrod Bowen. He's got so much space to run into, got an open man at the back post, and Kudus didn't quite get it into the back of the net, but it falls perfectly to Tammy, and he volleys it into the back of the net. 17 minutes into this game, we are 2-0 up against Manchester City. Where did that come from? All of these kind of dodgy results we've had this season, we're 2-0 up against City. You know, we lost 5-3 to Bournemouth on the opening day, and now we're beating City 2-0. It's crazy. But they're not going to take that. They're not going to lie down and just take it, because Silva lays it off to Kovacic. First shot blocked. Fabianski unfortunately kind of dived for the shot that did get blocked. Just left an open goal for Silva to tap it into. It's a really unfortunate one there. Maybe could have anticipated something. I don't know. But 2-1. Let's just try and get into half time with the lead, and we'll reassess from there. But Sarmiento out wide. He's got a man in the middle in Phil Foden, arriving at the back post completely unmarked. Kufau was ball watching, wasn't watching where Phil Foden was, and we go in at half time 2-2, and you just know Pep just fired the boys up, because Gomez finds Silva. Silva, lovely through ball to Haaland. 4 minutes into the second half, 3-2 to Manchester City. They've completely flipped the 2-goal lead on its head, and we're now losing. So Pep definitely said something at half-time. He definitely fired up his boys, because the dominance in City's favour is not going to end there, as Silva beats Fabianski there. I don't know how. I'm not 100% sure how Fabianski let that in, but Silva has been insane. As soon as we made it 2-0, something clicked in Bernardo Silva, and he just went on a rampage. Poor from Kyle Walker-Peters there, just passed it straight to Haaland. Kovacic lays it across to Phil Foden. Foden grabs his second of the game. 5-2 to Manchester City now. Yeah, it is not looking good. A chance here for ourselves, maybe to grab a consolation goal. At one point we thought we were going to win this one. Great save from Edison, does deny us that chance. Yeah, at one point we were 2-0 up in this game. Just got to remember that. As Kufau plays it out from the back, maybe another chance here as Jarrod Bowen up against Gvardiol. Lovely little ball roll, cuts inside. Didn't really expect that, the Croatian defender. He's got a chance to slot it past, didn't quite work out, but Antonio is there to tap it into the open net. 5-3, it looks a little bit more respectable than 5-2, but yeah, after being 2-0 up to lose 5-3, pretty embarrassing, no matter who the opponent is. And yeah, unfortunate, but we're just going to move on, because this next game is a very important one. It is our first game in the Europa League group stages. We're taking on FC Freiburg, the German outfit. And with the quality of our depth, I think we can play kind of a mixture of a rotated and a full strength 11 in most of these Europa League games, and we should be able to survive pretty nicely, and we should be able to progress through in this one. A lovely shot from James Ward-Prowse, just cannons off the crossbar. The objectives for the Europa League, I want to get to the semi-finals at least. Winning it would be nice, but that would mean we'd be in the Champions League next season. Don't think we're ready for that. So, yeah, semi-finals and maybe a Europa League finish in the league is what I'm aiming for this season. And I think it's achievable. I think it's very achievable. Chance here, Jarrod Bowen. We have unlocked Jarrod Bowen. He is back to his goal-scoring form, and does so in the Europa League to make it 1-0, our first Europa League goal of the season, and it is it's a pretty good one as well. Chance here, lovely pressing from up top. Fornals maybe should be doing a little bit better there, but you know, we're 1-0 up. We can't. If we were losing 1-0, we'd be complaining about that, but because we are winning, it's a little bit less to complain about, especially because we have been dominating this whole game, really. We've not felt threatened at all by Freiburg. Ward-Prowse to the back post. Nonto back inside to Antonio. Really should be scoring there, and maybe we should start getting annoyed by not taking these chances, because you just know Freiburg, eventually, they're going to have a chance and they'll probably score it. So we do need that second, and we need it pretty quick as Benrahma finds Willy Gnonto. Gnonto finds Rudy Budgie, trying to find a bit of space, maybe have a shot for himself. Just goes back, plays it safe. Smart from the youngster. Ward-Prowse, a bit more of an experienced head, takes control of possession, finds Benrahma nicely. Antonio rolls his man, and he slots it into the back of the net, securing us victory on our first Europa League outing of this season. And that is how the game is going to end. 2-0 to West Ham. 3 points picked up on our first little Europa League trip. Well, we're at home actually, so no trip, but that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.